Well, I'm upset. I just fucking recorded like a whole 23 minutes and 0 seconds worth of voiceover, but I accidentally deleted it. So this is round two. This is gonna be a lot angrier this time. Here I have an invasion where I shoot people with bows and I use ranged weapons. That is so interesting, is it? No, it isn't. I don't care. I love Blade though. I put the bone bow on it, and it's a pretty good bow. I've seen people say it's the best bow in the game, and I would say, yeah, it probably is. It probably has like the best use of it, especially if you put the arrow talisman on, the soaring arrow sting talisman on. It's pretty good. This build basically just has like 6 talismans on, yeah, instead of like 4, just because of how Millicent's prosthesis works. I also put a jar cannon on it, as well as how the soaring sting arrow talisman works. I have no idea where these guys went. Like, I really don't. Like, one person went in there. I have no idea how they got... they just, like, go to, like, the bottom somehow, and I really have no idea how they did that. Like, I genuinely don't. Maybe they use, like, the obscuring ring or something, or whatever that equivalent in Dark Souls or in Elden Ring works. But I don't know. I had some garlic bread earlier. That was cool, but now I'm just having a Mike's Hard lemonade. Because, like I said, I'm pissed off. So the topics this time around are going to be a bit different. There's a lot of old invasions, some invasions with dust on them in this video, as well as some kind of newer invasions like this one, because Blade is my most recent build and character. I put some more talismans on him just because I love playing this character. I really do. Whereas they got below me, I really have no idea how that happened, but it did. And then they just get murdered by probably the worst enemy in the game. And then, yep, there goes. There he goes. He's gonna get killed by that thing. I don't remember what it's called. Royal Revenant. That's what it's called. So I'm on Letterboxd. Oh yeah, this is Mike, Mad Knight Mike, fighting some people with what's it called? Madness. You know, I use Madness. These guys use Madness. They don't use it as cool as I though. Pro tip, guys: never use Howless Brewery. That guy just used it. Never use that unless you are confident in the idea that you will never be hit. Because I have used that spell like twice, and I mean it's all right. It's a cool buff spell, but really just don't use it because you're gonna die immediately. Also, that guy was naked. I don't know why he's naked. Probably trying to get like that blue dancer charm to work. You know, like the Flynn's ring. You know, but yeah, he just died. Go to grab, by the way, just because you never expect it. Because I never expect it. But he hit me with it. You know, I invented that grab. I'm kidding. I didn't. Saint Riot did, because Mad Knight Mike is kind of ripped off from him. Except this started as a wretch. His price started as something way different. I started as a wretch. It's probably the worst build character you could preset you could make an invading character for. But Guts and this guy make it work. You know, it works for them. Anyway, I was talking about Letterboxd in my original thing, as well as like this build. I originally made this build to hunt down invaders, but this is also level 200. I want to hunt down invaders. This build has Rivers of Blood on it, as well as the Nagakiba and Ujigatana. And then it also has the Furious Blade of Ansbach, because Green Man, he uses 2 red dual-wielding weapons. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to get a second Rivers of Blood, because that feels kind of scummy. That feels like I might be cheating a little bit. So I gave him the Furious Blade of Ansbach. That's why I wanted to cheese Radahn, because you only get the Furious Blade of Ansbach if you kill Radahn and, you know, you did Ansbach's questline, which I will be honest, that is a insane requirement for a spell that I think a lot of people have said is not very good. It's not bad. It's just kind of weird. In a game where a lot of the spells, like that's some of the best spells are like early game spells, and some, for instance, I'm still mad about that Midra's Flame. Also, I have the Rivers of Blood on this for one reason. It is made to kill people who I find annoying. If I think a fight is going in an annoying way, I will just pull out the Rivers of Blood and use that to kill them. And that's why I have it on here, just because like these guys got the chicken suit, they got huge ass weapons, and they got that stupid ass jar hat. Thought I killed myself there, but no. They got the big old jar, so I'm like, okay, well these guys are probably just like trying to poise min-max or whatever, because the only reason you see any of these armors. Pro tip, never ignore the invader. I don't know why he did this, because he is dead now. And in the second that he's dead, his co-opper, the host, just kind of immediately is like, oh shit. Like, he immediately starts freaking out, and it's like, okay, well, I can't fight this guy, even though he probably could. Because, yeah, this guy could definitely kill me. Very easily. But no, he just decides to run away. You know, people always talk about how, like, Dex sucks, and how you're a homophobic slur for using Dex. But like, look at this. Just dropped like a sack of fucking bricks off a skyscraper. Like, that shit's gonna kill somebody, dude. Like, that's how fucking fast that dude fucking dropped. Yeah, he's dead. But everyone's always like, oh, you're a Dex guy. Like, everyone's always making jokes about Dex. I would like to see that guy make a joke about Dex. I'd like to see Strength Build Andy, who was running away like a fucking the cowardly goddamn lion over here. But no, he didn't do anything. Can you tell I'm upset because of the fact that I accidentally deleted like 20 free minutes worth of work? I had actually been summoned to do co-op for these guys. I was a Blue Phantom for these guys. The original idea of this character was to be a Blue Phantom, but dude, being a Blue Phantom sucks because I think they changed it because in one of my live streams, in my first ever live stream maybe, I was doing Giant Dad invasions in this place. That was like when the game had come out. Also, look at this. Bro was summoned and didn't do his job. Blues are actually frauds. Just because they don't, they usually don't do anything. They like the idea of PvP, but most of them seem to just not be very good at it, or I don't know. They just don't have the mentality of like, okay, this is my only chance to kill this guy. Maybe it's like because of the fact that they have co-op help. Like, they technically have help of like the host and like a summon. But they usually just seem to not be as good as like invaders. And I'm not going to say that like, oh, invaders are the best players. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that it seems generally whenever somebody invades, they usually have a game sense about it, while blues don't when they are summoned to kill the invader. Like, you're summoned here for PvP, you might want to have a PvP mindset. Here we have, this is a very funny moment, because I did not see that they were just hiding there. I'm pretty sure this person had like maximum cast speed on, as well as like a bunch of sword seals. Like, they took a lot of damage. As well as the fact that they did a lot of damage as well. This guy, shout out to that weapon. People only use it for the Ash of War, same as my Rivers of Blood. So I pull out Rivers of Blood because, I'm like, okay, these guys are going to be annoying. So, kill that guy immediately. That's like 1,000 health. That's not even, like, near any of the quote-unquote Like, look at how much damage it did. Like, holy shit. And, like, look at how fast she casts, like, that spell. Like, yeah, like, she definitely had max cast speed. But, genuinely, though, it is the year 2025, and we are still not leveling Vigor up to 60. Holy shit. What the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, come the fuck on, dude. Everyone, I guarantee you there are people who probably playing, you know, Dark Souls 2. They're like, oh, guys, why am I having such a hard time playing Dark Souls 2? If I go onto Reddit and see someone posting on the Dark Souls 2 subreddit that they're having a really hard time playing Dark Souls 2, and then I look at their stats, and adaptability is not leveled up, attunement or adaptability, I'm gonna be really upset because, bro, that game has been out for like, what, 10 goddamn years, and you don't see a one single level adaptability, bro, meme? Like, buddy, just level adaptability. Here we have a, good enough to fight in a random area, but not good enough to duel in the arena. We have no more of those guys. Dragon Halberd. I thought that fell out of style. I love that. I didn't actually notice that we both did parries. That's really funny. Here we have the Dragon Halberd, a lightning weapon, in near the lakes. That's why I pull out my lightning weapon. I'm like, I got that too, motherfucker. And then like 2 hunters showed up. But once again, hunters are fucking frauds, and they never kill people. Like, I know they do, like, eventually, right? But, like, most hunters just never do a nice parry. Payback for I did that one guy trying to fight Rolana, I bet. I'm all congested. I'm probably gonna get drunk. I've only had, like, 1 piece of garlic bread, and I'm just drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. These aren't YouTube videos. These are just insane person's diary. That is what you were looking at. Also, I don't know how this guy lost. I really don't. He had me dead to rights like a second ago, but no, he just kind of fumbled. He just kind of freaked out. 2 hunters, by the way, and yeah, did not help him. I bet he was like, yo guys, where the hunters at? They're all playing Bloodborne, because that game is never going to get a sequel, and it is never going to be remastered. And what is going to happen is that, like the PlayStation 6, what will happen is that it will be remade by Bluepoint, and then people will be like, oh, yay, Bloodborne remake, because I've seen people wish for a Bloodborne remake. But then what's going to happen is that game's going to come out, and everyone's going to complain about it because, like, oh, it doesn't follow the original art style. Even though you can't see shit in Demon Souls. So, like, what art style are you talking about? It's just black textures with, like, your shitty little fucking hip light. Like, that's the art style of Demon Souls. Who wants to defend the Demon Souls art style? Bunch of people raise their hands. Who actually wants to play the original Demon Souls? Nobody's gonna raise their hands because no one owns PS Free. Here I have Melania, or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. I forget. This level 200, by the way. I guarantee there's probably some sort of new game plus cycle just because of how tanky like one common enemy was. But this guy is he's fat rolling. He is heavy. He has a heavy equip load. And I have no idea how. Because like he's not wearing anything. I think he just has a bunch of heavy weapons on him. But like still, it's just like well, like how did he do that? He took like so much damage there too. Like he either I just don't know what the fuck is happening. And then I'm like trying to like I did the only reason I did co-op for this is because I wanted the original idea of this build was to fight invaders, to fight specifically Red Man, because I was going to make a video titled The Legend of Green Man, in where I would do blue. I would be a blue, and I would do co-op. You know, I would hunt down invaders, but that didn't work out like at all, just because I was getting like no activity as a blue or as a co-op Phantom at all at level 200. Like what? Like I was legit getting nothing. And the only times I really was getting summoned was for like bosses. And I know that's like, oh, that's like the point, like, right? You're supposed to fight the bosses. Um, I don't. I'm also gonna say something relatively controversial. I think, yeah. Also, yeah, that guy's dead. I honestly think summoning is a bad idea in like new game plus cycles, just because of the fact that like the enemy's health is already like doubled, because it has to account for the fact that, oh yeah, this guy's a new game plus. He's probably using a +9 or +10 weapon, so let's boost the HP bar of this basic enemy. And then to top it off, you summon two other people, and the game is like, oh, okay, time to, adjust those guys' health bars too. So what eventually happens is that you literally have created an unkillable monster of a map of enemies. So here I have this is the first time I was summoned as a blue, as Green Man, and let me tell you, and it's also my OG Green Man outfit. This is the outfit I had for most of the DLC when I was running through it, I think. Aside from like that black outfit that you've seen earlier. I didn't even have the right setup because, as I said before, I was going to cheese Radon, and I was fighting Radon as this build came up. So I don't have any blue flasks, like, because I was gonna try like a different like tactic of fighting him, and I just didn't have anything. I didn't have my setup to fight actual invaders with this over-leveled Phantom who like dies to like nothing. Ooh. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess there's just no activity as a blue Phantom. Fuck my blue chud life, bro. Anyway, I'm on Letterboxd. This was actually around the point in the original recording where I talked about Letterboxd a bit more. I'm on Letterboxd. I've been watching movies a lot more. Just because, me and my friends are doing this thing with like horror movies, and where it's like 50 states, 50 horror movies in 50 days. That's definitely not going to pan out because of reasons. But anyway, we're watching like 50 horror movies for each state in the United States of America, and it's pretty neat. Some of these movies are like bangers, like, Nightmare on Elm Street for Ohio, Goat, and like some other stuff. But then other movies, like, what the fuck, like, the fucking, like, some of these movies suck absolute ass. Oh, there's the Invader, by the way. Like, I don't know where the fuck he showed up. I really don't. I've seen this, like, a couple times. I just have no idea where they showed up. But anyway, so I'm on Letterboxd, so it got me back into watching more movies, because when I was in high school, I really liked the idea of watching a bunch of, like, classic movies and making movies. Like, I was really into filmographies and, like, just movies in general. Like, I was more into movies than TV shows. I would say that has changed a little bit. There's a good phase, like a couple years, where I was more into TV shows than movies. I think that was mainly just because of the fact that I was watching a lot more anime and, like, manga. I was reading a lot of manga and stuff, so I'm like, okay, well, like, obviously, like, this feels kind of like a TV show or like whatever. So I was more into like TV shows for a good bit, but then I got Letterboxd. He does parry me, but since I level up Vigor, he doesn't kill me immediately, and he just gets like killed kind of by that guy. So good effort on his part, just not good enough. Here we have Mad Knight Mike, two-shotting a blue Phantom. Would you look at that? And we have another one. That invasion was an invasion that kind of sucked, but I liked killing that Phantom. I killed like 3 Phantoms in that first invasion as Mike, and here we have Mike once again in the Unity Lakes, because there is no good place to duel in the fucking arena. God damn it! Like that still makes me mad. I get why people do it, because that's why I invade. I don't like the arena, but I'm here to invade. I'm not here to duel. I'm here to kill people and to pillage. Level up your vigor, folks. That guy had like, I think that's level 40 vigor. Yeah, like, there's reasons you got pointed down by Sun. Speaking of leveling up vigor, here we have a person who actually leveled up vigor. This is actually a pretty cool fight. This is a cool back and forth fight. They have the Verdigris armor, but they aren't like obnoxious about it because the Verdigris armor actually doesn't look bad. It's basically just Havel, but like better looking. And they had like 1975 or 4 health, which is about, which is. Oh yeah, this is an old invasion, by the way. This is like Mike's old drip. There are a few videos where I have this like set up on, and yeah, look at that. You love to see it. Level up your vigor stat, folks. And then I think this next invasion is an old one. Yeah, this is an old Guts invasion where I invaded at, get this, people, Volcano Manor, of all places. I never invade here. I think this might just be because of the fact that like I'm usually at like level 155 or like level 125. But even at like 125, I'm not invading here, but I feel like that is probably closer to what you should be at when if you do the Volcano Manor dungeon. Granted, Volcano Manor is a pretty weird spot just because you kind of just you can just do the infinitely easier PvP questline to skip this dungeon. So it's kind of one of like the weirder, like this dungeon's really cool, but you can just straight up skip it, which is a little sad. Anyway, no, and begin with a jar cannon invasion. End with a jar cannon invasion. Poetry. It rhymes. I'm George Lucas. Please let me make movies. Never mind. Don't make me make movies because I'll probably just be crazy about it. But yeah, I'm on Letterboxd. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. That movie is really good. I feel like what happened is that on like Twitter and Reddit, people tried to say that movie was bad or like weird because like the first scene of the movie where they're like eating that food, and I'll be honest, yeah, I thought I was like, okay, yeah, that looked pretty weird out of context, but then I actually watch it and it's actually like kind of a banger. Sony Animation actually knows how to make bangers. Is just that for a good for like 5 or almost 10 years they were kind of forced to make just goofy shit. I'm not gonna say slop because I feel like that's kind of disingenuous, but like, you know, like the Emoji Movie sucks, and Hotel Transylvania only has like one good movie. Look at that, the double pancake. You love to see it. But yeah, K-pop Demon Hunter is good. Watch it. Get on Letterboxd. Watch movies. Just watch movies in general and play Elden Ring. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Or die re-entry of a madman. See you later.